The environment was definitely made to feel like really modern and sleek and sexy and sophisticated. Somewhere that you want to stay and hang out, so it's warm and cozy. We're definitely an unconventional dining experience, something that most people don't ever get to experience. The first course is going to take place at what we call our harvest tables. So our harvest tables are made up of 18 different fresh and seasonal salads. Once you fill up your plates with all these wonderful salads, you're going to sit down, and on any night we have 12 different chefs on staff. We have everything from wild game, poultry, big red meats like ribeye. The chefs are going to come around to your table and present the dishes to you. So it's very interactive, very fun with the chefs. The chefs really get into it, and they're really proud of what they are serving to the guests. Yeah, it's fun. It's not pretentious, but it's definitely a, put your high heels on and have a great fun night. The lounge is so much fun. The rooftop is the place to be. Come in and have an enjoyable, relaxing, cozy dinner. You can stay here all night long and party up in the lounge and on the rooftop.
All right, so Reese, you say from A to Z, ZED451 does it right. Tell us why you chose it.
ZED451 is a culmination of everything that you ever wanted in a restaurant. It has some amazing food, simply amazing, and they have so many choices that no matter what your fare is, what type of food you like, if you don't eat beef, you can get whatever you want. And then they have the harvest table, and the harvest table has so many options: the salads, the meats, the charcuterie, the fresh cheeses. From dinner on down to dessert, you're going to come in and have a great time.
All right, so Jeff, you went with your lovely girlfriend for a romantic evening.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was great, and well, it started off great. I should preface that. It started off great, very welcoming us when we walked in. We had gotten a free wine flight for signing up online, and then we did the harvest tables and the antipasta. Everything was wonderful. The salmon ceviche was our favorite. But then the problem was the meat came. We tried all 11 meats, and the only one we wanted again was the pork belly. The other ones, we just felt like we didn't know if the quality was all there.
I actually thought of the meats. It was definitely really hit or miss. There were some that I would say the duck unfortunately was a little off that night, and they actually had a swordfish that you could clearly tell they were
dry.
They were trying to offload it. The gaucho, I guess you would call him. It was even kind of like. It's the flavor of the marinade that really kind of saves this. So even he couldn't stand behind it. But there were some outstanding meats. Did you try the Moroccan chicken? That was one where they got it right, I thought. The flavor of the Moroccan chicken was just ridiculously good. And I actually thought the chicken was cooked perfectly. Okay. There was a ribeye that they had I was really excited for. It was just a little too tough. I don't know if we got a bad cut.
How about the salmon? Did you have the salmon marinated in 48 spices?
You got it down. This is great. I feel so bad saying this stuff, but the salmon, no, I thought it was dry too. And he said it's sushi grade. I'm like, all right, let's get ready for some chopsticks or something. And then it was dry. I'm like, how is this dry?
I'm going to have to take you back there with me next time. I call myself the reigning queen of Zed. I'm called the skinny fat girl. And when I walk in, I don't even bring a date. I come by myself, I sit at the chef's counter, and I start with the tray of buttermilk biscuits with orange butter on top.
Yeah.
I get a whole tray, and I eat them by myself.
We need more of you in the world.
I eat them by myself. The crab cakes are amazing. The buttermilk sirloin steak, which is marinated for 48 hours in the buttermilk, is simply divine. And always the duck. The duck is really good as well. I do the harvest table second because I know that I want to fill up and enjoy myself and then go back and get the other fun stuff.
I wish I knew you could do that because I actually would do that exact same thing.
And if you don't like something, they're really good about saying, hey, let's try to make you happy.
They're not only good about it, I would actually go so far as to say this is the best service I've ever seen in a restaurant. And this is the kind of place where it, at least with the servers we had, this is the kind of place where it almost kind of sells itself. You get the salad bar, you get the meat. Our server, Jacob, was like the friendliest guy I've ever met. I seriously wanted to go drinking with the guy afterward. He was that cool.
So, Reese, would you say this restaurant is trendy, yet you said you bring business clients here?
It is trendy, but at the same time, you can come here with anyone. If you need to come for business, I brought clients here.
One is enough for you now?
If you want to come with your girlfriends, it's the place to see and be seen at the rooftop. If you just want to have dinner with a romantic interest, that's great too. And so they cater to simply everyone.
And to go off your point, actually, I think that might be a negative because they do too many things. We're sitting there having a very nice dinner, and all of a sudden, 'cause we were up at the stairs, all of a sudden it felt like we're at a nightclub, and the music was blaring up there. And it kind of got unbearable. Like, what's going on? If I'm spending that kind of money, I want to have a nice dinner, and I don't want to have the nightclub atmosphere.
We got lucky enough to go at like 7 p.m. on a Saturday, which for me, that's very normal dinner time. But you could tell when we got there that we were with the early crowd very clearly. And we left a little after 9, and it was really starting to fill in. And you could tell people were dressed to kill. I mean, they were going out dancing at Excalibur afterward, I'm convinced.
This place has amazing drinks. The bar is simply awesome. They'll make a Capriana that'll knock you off your feet. So what you have to get ready for is the fact that this is the place where people go to pre-party. You just have to request what you're looking for and let them know over the phone because they're so good about helping you with whatever you need.
But can I request not to have the nightclub that night?
Well, it's not about the nightclub. I mean, you may need to come for the dinner crowd
there
at
at
7.
6:30.
But
We were
here's
there
the
at
thing,
8:30
they've got a room that's off to the side. They
I don't
can
want to sit
kind
in a
of
room
draw
at a
the
side though by
curtain.
myself. Like, hey, Jeff's the boring one. Like, he can't be,
I'll
like,
join you over there for some
Yeah.
You want to hold
You know?
her hand and look deeply
I
into
wanted to hold her
eyes.
hand, but then all of a sudden I was jumped up because Lady Gaga was playing. Like, I guess maybe I'm just a different kind of person because if I'm gonna go to a nice dinner, I want that room blocked off without that sound. I want to have more quality meat. It's just not for me. I don't know.
All right, Reese, you picked ZED451. Sum it up for us.
ZED451 is the perfect place to go to ignite your taste buds.
All right, Jeff.
For me, Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
All right, Pete.
I'm going to take the middle road here, as I so often do. I thought it was a really fun experience, but to Jeff's point, the food really was kind of hit or miss, and I also thought that if I was going to spend that kind of money, I'd probably rather do it at some place that's a little more of a Chicago classic.
All right, well, you can try the Zed experience for yourself at ZED451, 739 North Clark Street, 312-266-6691. They're open dinner every day, and for brunch on weekends, reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $58.